All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. This is Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the Monrovia Central Prison. Of course, here we have the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Jua Howard Taylor, visiting. As you know, this is where several lawmakers have been brought following the process yesterday. The former Speaker of the 55th Legislature, Speaker J. Fonati Kofa, Honorable Kofa, along with three other lawmakers, are currently here at the Monrovia Central Prison. And so the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Jua Howard Taylor, is in there, and the legal team of Councillor Kofa is also in there. As we speak to you, the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia is now exiting the Monrovia Central Prison. As you see the inscription on the vehicle there, Bunk 1. We really wanted to have had a brief engagement with the former Vice President, but from what we see now, it appears that might be a bit difficult to do, as the former Vice President is now making her way out of the Monrovia Central Prison. So we're still here. We're still here.
High spend. You spend 1 hour in there, high spend.
I just came to Fonati as a brother to me, beyond the political thing. So we just came to say hello to him and to encourage him. We know that this is a process of law. And he's somebody that respects the rule of law. So we are hoping that the rule of law will take its natural course.
Mr. Vice President, do you trust the process?
Well, that's a question for Liberia. Tomorrow, when they appear in court, then we all will watch to see what will happen. But I believe this is a country of laws.
Tell us your feeling seeing your brother in jail.
It's very sad. Something I never expected. But again, because he respects the rule of law, he's following through.
Some people
I
saw all of them in their way.
some people are saying that this is a political witch hunt. What do you think?
Whatever the situation is, we will follow the rule of law. Tomorrow they will go to court. The issues will be resolved.
So what's the condition like? Condition of the two of the four of them. How is like?
They're in good spirits. Looking forward to going to court tomorrow, which is what we should
Madam
do.
former Vice President, do you think Councillor Kofa was wrongly placed beyond bar or the prison?
I'm a lawyer. And when the cases are in court, I know better than to go and say what I believe. I know that the rule of law will take its course. And that's what we are looking to see.
Thank you. Well, a brief chat there with the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Jua Howard Taylor. Now, as you see, she's exiting the grounds of the Monrovia Central Prison, and she has told us that she is very optimistic that the law will be applied in this case. She said it was a sad feeling to see Councillor Kofa, who she considered as a brother, being behind bars. She went in there. She said she saw all of the lawmakers are in high spirit, but she's very optimistic that the law will take its course. We did ask her as to whether she sees this process as so many people are seeing it, as some people are seeing it. Some people think it's a political witch hunt, while others think that this is the application of the rule of law, and it's an indication that regardless of who you are, once there's a situation where you come in conflict with the law will be the law. But she says she cannot comment on that because she believes that as a lawyer, the law should be the law, and the Liberian people will be the judge. But we're still here. We're getting information that other political leaders will be coming here as well. So we look forward to seeing how this is going to go. But as we speak, the Monrovia Central Prison is still heavily, yes. Okay. The Monrovia Central Prison is still heavily protected. As you see here, the inscription here, stop, road closed. And you also see here detour. That means that all of the traffic from this end has been detoured. And you also see the huge presence of the Liberia National Police from this end. And all of the traffic, you see vehicles that are not supposed to be here are on the other side of the road. And if you were maybe, because this place is a residential property, if you had to go in here, then you will have to go through scrutiny from the Liberia National Police. Make sure that you are heavily protected. Make sure that you are given access before having access to this facility. So this is where we are. Of course, we are staying here. We're going to remain posted as we are going to bring you more updates. We are informed that the legal team of the councillor is in there as well, and this is exactly where we are. This is Spoon TV. Thanks for joining us. We will remain posted as we bring you more updates here every step of the way. Thanks for joining Spoon TV. So the atmosphere is sort of calm today, not as per what it was yesterday. Most of you are aware that yesterday was a very tense one here. You had supporters from different political parties coming up here, expressing their support on this very ground. There was a bit of tension when even the the political, that's the chairman of the CDC, along with others, made their way here, and they had to be. And we saw that the CDC chairman came on the grounds here with some of the folks yesterday. At some point, he got arrested and later released. We saw Representative Akaras Gray of the CDC here as well, and a lot of other lawmakers. But today is not the case. It's a bit different here today, as the atmosphere is really, really calm. You don't see a lot of movement here. Security presence is here, is still here, but it's not as tense as what we saw yesterday. The movement of traffic from this end is very good. I mean, it's moving relatively calm, and we are looking forward to seeing what happens in the next couple of hours from now. But you can keep watching Spoon TV, and thanks to all of you for joining us as we are here posted to bring you all of the updates every step of the way. At the far end there, you have all right, so we are posted here to give you the updates every step of the way. And of course, you have, we are going to move in there a bit closer to the street, a bit closer to the actual prison, the entrance of prison, to show you what it's like. Yesterday, about this time yesterday, there was a serious presence of state security, community dwellers, and political party supporters here. But it's not the case today. Today is a bit calm. It's relatively calm here today, and so this is where we are. We're going to remain here posted to bring you the updates every step of the way. This is Spoon TV. We want to say thanks for joining us, and we're here. Let's get Sylvester Cholope to come on. Cholope, you listen to the former vice president. She did engage briefly with the media. She says she believes that the law should be the law. I mean, the rule of law. And she's also spoke about the condition of the folks in there. She said they are high-spirited. She said it was a very sad feeling to see former Speaker Kofa behind bars. I mean, what do you make of the position of the former vice president on everything that's happening here?
Well, you saw the former vice president answering journalist's question very carefully. In fact, when we asked whether maybe she think the former speaker was wrongly placed, she said the law would take its course and the Liberian people should be the one to judge. But what the thing she said is that the lawmakers, including the former speaker, they are in good condition. They are good, and things are okay with them. Yesterday, Nelson, if you can remember, there were food items, mattresses that were brought, by their relatives for the former speaker and other lawmakers. Their wives were here. They brought in foods and mattresses. So as of today now, the former vice president just came there and also confirming that yes, indeed, they are okay in terms of condition. And next thing when it comes to they are politician, all right. So we don't expect to. And besides her, she's a counselor at law, and you listen to her. She said the law will take a course, and at this point, it is the Liberian people who should do the judging, all right, and not her. So, but tomorrow officially, government workers resume job, including judges and what have you. So we look forward to see whether the various lawyers for the lawmakers will be at the court to making sure that to put for bail. So the four lawmakers, including Councillor Furadikova, can be free tomorrow. Other than that, tomorrow we'll know exactly what will happen.
And this is very important because in the midst of everything we're talking about, it's about the four lawmakers or five lawmakers, if you say, securing a bond where they can, get out of the cells, get out of prison, while the legal team proceed with the fight. And so a lot of people have been concerned as to why, in the first place, yesterday, they couldn't secure the bond yesterday. They couldn't file a bond and secure it yesterday. But then the other concern also is that the whole idea of the court working, yesterday is another thing that a lot of people have been concerned about, because as it is known, widely, the government offices are most times closed on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays and stuff like that. But the court was open yesterday. A lot of people saw the former speaker and three others walking out of the court yesterday. What can you say about that?
You said yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was Saturday.
You see, this case is a hard ranking case, right? And that's why you see, even on Saturday like yesterday, you see, courts were open, judges were in session. But if that were to be these lower cases, cases and what have you, they could postpone it to Monday, which is tomorrow. But because this case is a hard, a place case, and that's why you see, courts were open yesterday. So it's not surprising, all right? Only on today, if we were to have, courts open, then that would be another thing. But Nelson, like I said, tomorrow is Monday, an official working day. And we look forward to see what the lawyers of those four lawmakers, put forth tomorrow. And whether not, yes or not, judges will be able to grant their bail or bond so they can be free while these cases, proceed forth. All right. But mind you, Jangan Cole, Akaras Moses Gray, and other opposition figures, they have given, the government ultimatum. Some say one day, that is 24 hours, and what have you. So we do expect, supporters of those representatives to even be here tomorrow. We saw Uncle Cry yesterday. Supporters were all around here. Threatening the government that yes, they want those lawmakers to be free. So in the case of tomorrow, if the government through the various courts cannot grant them a bail or bond to be free while the cases continue, that would be another thing.
But again, one may say that this is something that lies squarely in the purview of the court. The judge makes the decision as to whether the bill or whatever you bring it forth to secure the bond is in line, whether it meets the criteria in the first place. And this particular process, this case being a major one, that is something that even the folks are going to have some issues on. One may say, because how do you determine whether or not the judgment of the judge is something that you know, is in line with the rule of law. That's another thing that a lot of people are going to be looking at, because in a case where efforts are made to secure a bond and the judge maybe disqualify whatever is being presented to secure the bond, others will look at it as maybe the judge not wanting their clients or their political leaders to get out of cells on Monday. And then that would probably lead to some of those people who have sent out messages, ask the national government to put their leaders out on Monday, or else they will take some actions. That then will lead to those people taking some actions. But what do you think about it?
Nessie, I'm very sure that the judges, they are cognizant enough that they have to be very careful how they handle, you know, high-ranking cases to avoid being accused of selective justice. All right. So, looking at the those who have been placed behind bar or in prison already, Fonati Kofa, you know, I mean, I think he's capable enough, you know, to bring whatever bill or bond that could be equivalent to the alleged crime that he has committed. All right. So I also believe that the judges would love to do everything possible in line with the Constitution of Liberia, because they don't operate on their own, though they can use their own description, but they work in line with the Constitution of Liberia, and it will be very careful.
There comes a time where the judges will have to use their own description to handle certain issues. But Sylvester, I'm going to come back to you. Let me talk to a gentleman here. I see he's carrying food. Are you carrying food to the prison?
No.
You live around here? You want to look the camera?
Yeah, I live on the Baba. I got my friend on the side, so I go into him.
But I see food in the plastic, that's why. But what's your take on what's happening here?
Yeah, you know, I always here, and they, for some level of reason, I just move around here a few times. But the action yesterday for some of our brothers, especially the demonstrators, though I can always defend, it's not correct. It's made up with insecure here. But the only thing yesterday,
your feel insecure here?
Yeah, when the riot was going on here, you know, now the police got to protect. So if that kind of thing happening, sharp, other things can close around the area here. So that's why I say, oh, we were insecure. But after some minute, everything okay. But my name is Abel King, and I'm from the rescue train. And I work with DeLong for some years.
Okay. All right. Thank you for talking to us, yeah?
Okay.
All right. So, folks, we're still here. Spoon TV posted here to make sure that we can bring you the updates from this very end. Still here, security presence. We're going to be posted here for some time to make sure that we can bring you more updates live from the Monrovia Central Prison. Yeah, so as we speak, the atmosphere here is calm. It's not as tense as we saw it yesterday, though there is still security presence here. But everything here seems to be kind of calm, and we're all looking forward to seeing what happens in the next couple of hours from now. But Sylvester, what can you say about the atmosphere today and that of what we had here yesterday? Why do you think we're here? Is there a break in terms of people wanting to okay, so is there a break in terms of people wanting to launch a revolution, to get their political leaders, you know, to know that they are there for them? I mean, one would expect that some of the folks will be out here today, but why do you think it's not the case?
I don't think it is a break. Today is Sunday. People do go for, I mean, places like churches.
So you go, you pray first, then you come back on Monday, right?
Even I do believe, even the CDC chairperson, Janganko, that they arrested, and after 1 or 2 hours they release, he has to go to church.
Because so you think the chairman himself had to go pray? After the arrest yesterday.
No, nothing. Everything had to put God first. In fact, I know the immediate family members of those 4 lawmakers, they are even praying to be released. So when it comes to that, you cannot just exclude it. Yeah? But today is Sunday, that's a reality. And even if you have supporters to come here, they have to re-strategize. They have to regroup They could use this day, Sunday, to have their various meetings, to strategize what to say, how to come tomorrow, what are those things they should do when they come in. This is the day they have to.
Now you're talking about regroup. You remind me of your famous interview with the regroup chairperson. But this is what it is. But now, at the end of the day, there are different interpretations of what's happening now. Some see it as the law, the rule of law being very strong at this point. Some see it as a new dawn for Liberia, where folks, irrespective of status in society, can face the weight of the law, or can go through the investigative process, can face the process every step of the way, regardless of status or what have you. Why others are looking at it from the angle of political or witch hunt? What do you think is happening here?
Look, Nelson, that's why I said we have to be very careful how to discuss these technical issues, right, of things. This is how countries can be respected. If you have high-ranking officials, be it people within the government or outside of the government, going to prison or being invited for investigation, that's how countries are respected. So, Liberia, going into this, going to the extent of investigating, putting into prison the immediate past Speaker of the House of Representatives, I think it is a plus. But it could be a plus when it is fair enough, when it is not witch hunting, when it is not selective justice. That tells everyone that no matter who you are, you have
No. Sylvester. You're trying to answer this question like the former vice president did, carefully. So my question is, there are two sides of this whole thing. There are two views that are being expressed every step of the way at this point. One group of people are saying that, well, the law, there's a new dawn for law enforcement in Liberia. Irrespective of who you are, the law will be applied. What we're seeing now is it is an indication that justice, law enforcement, the rule of law is at its best at this moment in Liberia, while others are seeing this as a political witch hunt. What do you think? What's your own analysis of it?
Nancy, people look at things on a different scale.
How do you look at things?
Let me answer your question first. Right?
Yeah.
People look at things based on how they feel, how they see things, and how they interpret it, right? Okay. People who are lawless to the lawmakers, you don't expect them to say the government, is right, or the government is in the right proceeding, or what have you, when they are genuinely the lawless of these lawmakers. All right. So, for people, there are other people who are transparently, looking at these cases fairly. They are now opposition, they are not side of the government, and they only want to see what the Constitution says, and that's why they go by. So that's why I said, Nelson, these cases are good only if they are not selective, or when it's not like in the case of witch hunting and what have you. It could be the plus to Liberian justice system.
Sylvester Cholope have successfully managed to escape the question here, but that's okay. But we're still here. As you see at the flip side there, another police detachment coming on here, another batch of the PSU folks making their way here. We still have some movements. We still have some movements here at the moment, and so we are going to keep. We're going to remain posted here, folks. Live at the Monrovia Central Prison. Of course, the police presence here is still huge. We're looking forward to seeing what happens in the next couple of hours from now. But this is Spoon TV. Thanks for watching. I'm Nelson Colette, Ernest Benda on the camera. And of course, we have C. Sylvester Cholope here as well. There are folks still coming in and out. As most of you are aware, here at the Monrovia Central Prison, there is usually the regular stuff here where people will come in to visit their family members, their relatives, their loved ones. And so this is just a part of what you see here today. And so we look forward to seeing what happens in the next hours. I'm seeing some movements, here as well. And we're looking forward to see how it's going to pan out. So we're still here. At some point, we will talk to some of the residents. At some point, we'll speak to some of the residents and see how we can continue with this one. But again, we want to say thanks to all of you for watching, for joining us. So at every corner of this place, you have the state security deployed. At every corner of this facility, you have state security deployed, and everything is being done here to ensure that to ensure that um okay, so everything is being done here to ensure that we bring you all of the moments every step of the way. So thanks for joining us. We are still here. We're gonna be here bringing you live coverage of the happiness every step of the way. And of course, thanks for joining Spoon TV as we are posted here to bring you the happiness every step of the way. So, yes, aside from the fact that you have the Monrovia Central Prison here, there's a whole community here uh, right uh, at the South Beach. There's a whole residential space here. Folks do reside here. And so one of the gentlemen we spoke with did say that when there was a tension here yesterday, they felt a bit, they felt a bit, uh, they felt a bit disturbed. They felt a bit, they were a bit afraid, especially when they saw the different movements here and stuff like that. And so, yes, we look forward to seeing what happens. That's why we're here. We'll speak to residents. We're gonna speak to folks here from folks here who have come to visit as well, and a lot more. All right, so folks, thanks for joining us. All right, so we're still here. All right, so folks, we're still here. We are so, so folks, we are still here, wanting to see what happens. Wanting to see what happens. All right, so a huge presence. All right, so we are getting indication that the former president, we are getting hints that the former president will be coming here. Um, we're still looking forward to confirming that, but that's information we are getting that the former president will be coming here. So we will remain posted here and see how we can get that confirmed. So just keep following Spoon TV. At this point, Chilope will take on as I make a few moves from other angles here. Chilope.
Yes. Nothing. So, for just before the Monrovia Central Prison main entrance, as you can see here, we are now seeing movement, and it seems like the former president of the former vice president Joe Howard Taylor, and after that we then see individuals coming in here, and movement is now a little bit intense. Seeing security presence be the security presence is good, and we stay here observing very carefully to know exactly what's going on. But that's our detail. We are here posted to bring you every development that you need to know about. So yes, for current lawmakers, including the immediate past speaker, the former speaker, Honorable J. Franti Kofa, are currently here, and this is day 2 of them being in here in this prison, the Monrovia Central Prison, and we are here providing every development. We see a vehicle approaching here. We want to know exactly if it is coming here, who are in this vehicle. All right, we see. Okay, so okay, we see this vehicle here. Perhaps okay, it's actually passing on, but we saw a police pickup just left the prison, and you see ladies in there with food and what have you. They just went on, and yet nothing. We have to remain posted to see, like we have been hint that the former president might likely be here. Here he has been the late Nancy Bido residence on the 24th Street, belt. He went to sympathize with the bereaved family members of the late former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Nancy Bido. Perhaps after that, he will be proceeding here to show, his curiosity towards those lawmakers who are already in here. So with that, we here to bring you every development as we see it. This is a live development, and we don't give you information that that we don't see, that we don't show off, and that's why we are posted here. All right, so stay with us, folks. Stay with us. Today is Sunday. Imagine today is Sunday, and this is day 2 of current lawmakers being placed behind bar or being brought here at the Monrovia Central Prison. Officers or joint security officers of the Liberian government are always here posted, well armed, to making sure that everything is good and secure. So we have pickups of the Liberian National Police here packed, and we want to know, see 2 gentlemen standing right before the main entrance of the Monrovia Central Prison. Perhaps we will carry our microphone to know who are they, if they want to make any comment as it relates to the ongoing, saga. All right, so yes. I keep posted. So the latest information we want to give you is that those 4 lawmakers, they are safe, and that's according to the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, Manager Taylor, who came from in about a few minutes ago or 10 minutes so. When she spoke to journalists, she said those four lawmakers are in good condition, and she went to speak to them and what have you. So yesterday, the immediate family members brought some items, including food items, mattresses, fans. I saw fans yesterday, so that that alone tells you that they are secure. Not just that they are secure, but they are in a professional area where, in fact, people who don't in the cell or in prison, they don't have that atmosphere, that kind of, yes. So they where they are now. So for the family members of those four lawmakers, there's no need to worry about their safety or any other thing you may think about. They are well saved and things are going on okay. I give you this based on the accounts of the former vice president, Joe Harritel, who just came from out and spoke to them and told us that yesterday they are okay. Their condition remains very good. All right. So, you see the gate of this prison open. See officers going in. Officers have been going in and out, performing their duty. Family members come in, go, and yes, so that's how things have been here at the Monrovia Central Prison. All right, this how things have been. So, but tomorrow we actually expect changes, because loyalists, supporters of those lawmakers, they plan to be here tomorrow. The matter of fact, one of the biggest opposition political parties within the Republic of Liberia, that's the CDC, the hierarchy of CDC, have told media that beginning tomorrow, they will do everything possible to have those lawmakers released. All right. So this is somehow political and also legal. Because before those lawmakers can be released, they must be released based on bail, based on tangible. So they cannot just be released based on sympathy or any other form to just have them released. Like while supporters of CDC said that they will have to be released. All right. So tomorrow we expect changes. Those changes could be positive or negative. Positive or negative in the sense that if legal proceedings go well and the lawmakers are released on bail, that could be positive. But in the case that maybe supporters or loyalists want to do violence, to have those lawmakers released, that could be a negative, So, but that's it. How be it in whatever form, we as journalists, we are posted to bring in every update about this case. The matter of fact, tomorrow will be very early, as early as 6, 5, 7, to making sure that because we want to see how these lawmakers will be removed or will be released. We want to see that, and I'm sure you too also want to see that. All right, so and that's why we are posted here just before the Monrovia Central Prison. All right, so it is important to note that there were previously 5 lawmakers to be here, but President Cooper, later on left, based on legal proceedings, and there are currently 4 lawmakers now, including the immediate former Speaker of the House of Representatives. But I see my colleagues are here. See, Damas Slanga is also here. Nelson Cole, they are all here, breaking you out of these happiness right here in Central Monrovia. So, yesterday there were several things, happening. You see, the former lawmaker of District Number 8, Akaras Moses Gray. In fact, He's one of the tough talking, opposition, figures, and he was here. He began the process, day before yesterday, and he has been very, very, strong in making sure that these lawmakers are free, all the right things are done. But with this, we have to leave it here. We are about to go off, but we remain here. We remain posted. We remain posted. To bring you any happiness here. I'm Sylvester Chirople, and my colleagues are here. Diamond Slanger, Nelson Cole, NS Beda behind the camera, and we are just before the main entrance of the Monrovia Central Prison. And this prison is where when you come to get out, it might be something. But we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Thank you very much.